So hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Ames's Corner. How you doing out there? So I want to apologize first off for the wind. Mother Nature's blowing pretty hard today, but I finally got the chance to show you the Cutlass that we restored here in the shop. How many years ago did we restore this, Paul? Did we finish?
4 or 5 years ago.
4 or 5 years?
We restored it.
Yeah. This was a complete frame off, every nut and bolt removed restoration. This was as far as you could get them apart. This was about as ugly as a car as you would have seen come through the door in the beginning. But yeah, many years, many thousands of dollars, and a lot of hard work, and it's all done. Got the chip foose wheels. We got the slotted and drilled rotors on it. Got a nice fresh paint. It's actually holding up really well, all things considering. You got the convertible frame flex. Always hard to close the door on these things as they get older, but couple imperfections, couple things we left, like the bumpers were a little rough, but we got a plan for those. We definitely got a plan for those. It's got one little scratch on it. Just after we finished it, it was being backed out of the door, and it got one little scratch. It was a rubber little tote. That's about the only blemish we're going to find on this car, other than a few chips on the underbody here and there. And the interior on this car, I actually put this interior together. It was one of the things I did. Is really nice. The nice white reupholstered seats. The dash is all original. We just had to clean that up. Everything kind of went like it is. That aged really well. No cracks on the dash top either, which kind of surprised me. Yeah, real nice convertible top, all brand new hydraulic top. I'd put it up, but you know, I want to go for my road test with the top down. That's my favorite part of this. But yeah, this is the car we don't really take it to many car shows. This went to Atkinson the year we finished it, and I'm debating if I'm going to take it to Atkinson this year, which is next Monday, by the way. If anybody's around, I'm going to be at the Atkinson car show. And there is Oldsmobile's Rocket 350. Now, this isn't your regular small block Chevy. It's got some different features, different heads. I believe the block is different too. Real wide motor. Probably the coolest thing about this engine is the exhaust ports on the two inside cylinders. The two middle cylinders are Siamese, so it's the exhaust manifolds have a big open square. Kind of cool. I don't know why they would have done that. It doesn't seem like a very good performance thing, but must have been some reason behind that. An aluminum intake on it. Got the flamethrower distributor. You know, we painted everything up, did everything up. It's got a couple little issues. We got a little bit of a coolant leak in the back. I think one of the heads are leaking, really just a minor thing. Kind of a common issue on this motor. We kept an eye on it. This car doesn't get driven a lot, if you couldn't tell. So yeah, awesome job we did on this. I don't mean to pat myself on the back, but it's holding up really nice. So yeah, why don't we get this thing up on the lift? Sorry about the sun. Why don't we get this thing in, put it up on the lift, see just how the underneath of this thing's been going on, then go on my favorite part of the review, take it around the block. It's a nice hot day, nice day for a nice sunny drive in a convertible classic. So yeah, let's get this thing up on the lift and see just what's really going on. All right, guys, we got this thing up on the lift. Let's take a look at how she's faring underneath. Now, yeah, this thing doesn't go in any rain, any snow, or any bad weather, so it's pretty clean under here after the few years since we finished it. It's weird that the ceramic coating on this muffler's car, it's like a ceramic coating. Looks like it was kind of defective, I would say, on just that one. Interesting. Yeah, I like this texture coat. We did this underbelly in. That's held up really nice. Actually, all the coatings under here have held up really nicely. Still looks brand new. A lot of work went into this one though, guys. A lot of work. Right in the old shop. Probably could use a fan. No, I don't think these actually had a fan shroud, did they? They just would have had that little guard up there. It's the underneath of that Rocket 350. We got a little bit of coolant leak in here, which we found out just after we, sorry about that, just after we put it together. A little bit of head gasket weep. Kind of a aggravating little thing, but it isn't catastrophic. We did all these, made all these brake lines in-house. All these fuel lines we made in-house. Kind of a popular thing nowadays on these muscle cars. It's the fuel lines rotting out and rusting out. But it's good to get them all in their holders just like that. Nice dual exhaust treatment, nice and tight. I like the tight fit of it. You can see the bumpers, even though they look good from a distance. You can see that's just some of that spray on chrome I did. I mean, it's a little ugly from here, but you really can barely tell when you're looking down at it. It's held up pretty well. With those Foose wheels, slotted and drilled disc brake upgrade. You guys will remember a few years ago, before the Atkinson show, we showed this in. I had to take these all apart and put the rotors on in the right direction. It's important that those vanes go the way you see them there, for the passenger side, you know, and the driver's side, just respectively. So yeah, she's faring pretty well, keeping it pretty clean under here. Nice and comfy. I like this. A lot of room to stretch out. This is something you really don't have in a lot of the late model cars. Enough room to actually stretch out and get comfortable in a car. Seems like cars nowadays all just kind of tuck you in like you're in some sort of race car. I wish they'd bring back the boulevard ride. Now, I want to make a quick note. You guys are going to comment that I'm not going to wear my seatbelt. Two things. One, I'm in a state, one of, I think, only 2 states in the country that don't require anybody under over 18 to wear seatbelts, and the other is this car doesn't have seatbelts. I guess they didn't make it back into the build. 71, they should have had seatbelts, but nice burble to it, nice sound with those exhausts. So yeah. Oop, take two. Weird. Oh yeah, nice and smooth. Do like that sound. Something about the Rocket 350. Sounds more like an old Chrysler product to me. This engine, the Lope. This car, like I said, it wasn't meant to be a tire smoking, fire breathing Oldsmobile. It was meant to be exactly what I'm doing right now. Nice and comfortable, enjoying the ride. Get your hand around the old lady's shoulders. Not to say it doesn't get up and go. It's got its power. Feels about 240, 250 horsepower. You know, nothing dramatic, nothing drastic. Just a nice, reliable cruising car. Boy, Chevrolet, or the General, certainly did have the boulevard ride down pat. Nice. My favorite thing to do in this car is one finger pot throttle cruising, just like this. Nice. Doesn't have to be, they don't have to always be, you know, oversteering monsters to be nice in my book. You know, a nicely built car, a couple of little upgrades. You keep that feel, that original character. And that's kind of what we did with this one. Cowl shake, but I think that's typical of all convertibles. Very few convertibles don't have cowl shake. Anybody that doesn't know what cowl shake, that's when you hit a bump, you feel the chassis and the dashboard and the windshield surround all kind of move in a different frequency than if you had your A pillar and your B pillar and your C pillars or whatnot, or A and B in a coupe. And this car definitely has its cowl shake, and they all do. I don't think I've driven a convertible, boulevard riding convertible, that didn't have a little bit of shake to it. Hold on, let me get the right position. There it is. There it is. No, left hand. The right hand's got to be on the seat. One finger. Oh yeah. Wind in my hair. An old GMA body under my ass. It's been a great summer, boys. It's been a great summer. Nothing like a nice convertible on a nice hot summer day after a day of work. I can just feel the stress of the day just blowing away by an old A body. So in case you guys were wondering, I do love my job. Yeah, comments, thumbs up are much appreciated. If you guys haven't joined my Facebook group, you'll see a lot of stuff that I don't get to show on the channel on the Facebook group. And yeah, until next time, guys, keep it out of the cabbage.